Hey guys, thanks for tuning into ISBJ TV. My name is Clark, and in today's video, we're going to talk about Jiu Jitsu drills part 2. This is a continuation of the first video that I've made. Now in this video, we're going to talk about 4 additional drills that are going to be a little bit more advanced and you will need a partner. However, you can definitely use these for warm-ups and for drills. So let's get started. Okay guys, so the first move we're going to talk about is called butterfly drills. Now these are great for balance, leg powers, and also controlling of your opponent. Now to start, you want to get yourself in the butterfly position, double unders with the gable grip behind your opponent. You want to scoot in and pull your opponent on top of you as if you're trying to transition to another move. Your partner at this point should hold some resistance by putting both hands on the mat. Bring your partner back and scoot your hips back. Now I want to put some emphasis on how important it is to scoot your hips forward before you take your opponent on top of you. This will fully maximize the amount of leverage, which will allow this drill to go a lot smoother. Here's the same drill in a different point of view. Now the next drill we're going to talk about is the armbar drill. This is going to build some muscle memory and also improve your technique. Now while being mounted on top of your opponent will hold both arms straight out towards your chest. Now at this point, you will hold one arm in front and one arm behind his arms, connecting both at the chest. You're going to apply some light pressure on your opponent's chest for balance and slide up and face horizontally. Now using my arm that's closest to my opponent's head, I'm going to wrap that arm around his arm as I lean my body closest to his right leg for balance. I can also use my left palm on the mat for balance as well. Now I kick my leg over my opponent's head and I squeeze my knees as I bring my butt close to the mat and pull for the armbar. Then I use my right hand to grip behind my opponent's collar, thumb in, as I remove both of my legs off my opponent and then scissor them back on top for the mount. Now let's take a look at this again from a different side and from different angles. Okay guys, next we're going to talk about leg drag drill. Now this is going to be great for cardio, muscle memory, and speed as well. I'm going to grab both of my opponent's pants here by the ankle as I take a step forward towards his butt with my right hand side foot. With my left side foot, I'm going to go ahead and take a step closer by his waist as I grab both of his legs and I push him towards the outside of my body on top of my thigh. At this point, I go ahead and take 2 steps back and regain back to the beginning stage. So here's a couple more previews and different angles. Okay guys, so for this last drill we're going to do is a half guard drill. Now this is going to work on your speed and it's also going to work on your technique. Now to begin, you're going to be at bottom on the half guard position. Your left knee is going to be across your opponent's chest, keeping some distance. Now what I'm going to do is grab my left hand and place it right on my knee, making that connection. As I kick out, I go ahead and pummel with my left hand. I'm hugging my opponent's back now around his waist. I'm not really gripping onto anything, and my left ear is right on his chest like I'm hearing his heartbeat. Take note that I am also on my right elbow for balance and base. Now when I am ready, I'm going to get my right hand right on the mat again for balance and base in case my opponent were to push against me. As I go ahead and turtle my head inside my gi, I use my shoulder to bump my opponent over my head as I sneak out under his arm and to the back, which will set me up for taking his back, possible submission, or getting him on his back. Now let's see this in regular speed and different angles. Now one of the things that you're able to see in this angle is me being able to take my opponent's back. Once I bump my opponent in front of me and escape my head out through the back, I go ahead and use my right knee to open out a wider base. This facilitates me being able to have a proper base for me to take my opponent's back. Special thanks to Professor Alan Teal for letting us record in his academy. Come train with us at any of our 2 locations. This video was recorded at Renzo Gracie Fort Lee, 2175 Lemoyne Avenue, Fort Lee, New Jersey. Have any questions, comments, or requests? Leave them in the comment section down below. If you like this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to check out our website at www.isbjj.com. Thanks for watching.